got a bump.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on 1 throw.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmaker and give them the football.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the rookie Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis.
Well, if you're ever going to try the fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
11 Thomas. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here we go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Here's Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Daniels.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Now Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46.
Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT,
Now Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Here is third and quite a ways. They go play action. Daniels lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 3rd and 3.
Let's get set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Stop.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers, because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down and 6 now.
Tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Logan Wilson, his second sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And just shutting him off there.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Running left, Taylor.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Bengals nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, 15 yards. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On one, ready?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
In motion comes the tight end left. And Burrow going to throw again. Fighting through pressure. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
12, 12, 12.
It's now third and goal.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Get set.
Now it's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's into the clear. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
12, 12.
Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
11, MT, take. 11, dot.
Now Burrow. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11,
Now
MT,
Burrow
11, MT.
changing the look.
11, 11, 11. Dot.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going deep for Brown.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
51 yards.
and the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington,
they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.